Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could strum through a song called Showbiz by Muse. And we end up capoing this on 2nd fret, and when things kind of start kicking off, actually you hear a lot of just the open E string as far as kind of opening licks go. So you may want to kind of just follow that bass part of just doing a lot of the open E. And you'll also hear this cool little lick through that where you play 2nd on the D string, 4th fret on the D, open G, 2nd on the G, open on the G, 4th on the D, 2nd on the D, and then we go back to 4th on the D and kind of slide to 5th, or you can do that as a bend, and then kind of go back to 2nd fret on the D. So you got 2 4 0 2 0 4 2 4 2 2 4 0 2 0 4 2 4 2. Now the chord that would kind of back that up would start on an E minor chord. When you play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And our verse, or what I'm calling the verse, actually kind of our first section, is all around the E minor. And you may want to kind of work just downs through that part, just kind of 8 downs on each of the chords. You can kind of work 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing some right hand because I'm kind of taking the flat of the right hand and laying just a sliver of it on the saddle to kind of get a sneaky muted quality out of the chords. So you want to think about that for your verse. We're basically going to stay on that E minor chord until we get to our pre-chorus. And on our pre-chorus, we start on a C major chord. And when we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, and the third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C on the pre-chorus, we're going to go into an A minor chord. When you play A minor, first finger stays on the B string 1st fret, second finger goes to the D string 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And this could kind of alternate between the C major, another C, and then A minor, another A minor. Now you could do that same way, actually kind of 8 downs on each. C, A minor, but a lot of times with a song like this, to kind of support my voice, especially if I'm just covering it out, I use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So I'm think about kind of mixing that up, especially if you're playing it solo out. And if we tried that through our pre-chorus, we'd have C, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, A minor, down, up. And then from there, we'll be going into our main chorus part. And our chorus starts on the E minor, and then we do another E minor, and then we go to C, and then we do another C, but then we go to a B7 chord, and we play B7. First finger goes to the D string on the 1st fret, second finger on the A string 2nd fret, and third finger on the G string 2nd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B7 chord. It sounds really, really nasty. And then from the B7, we'll be going to an A minor chord, and then another A minor chord. So you could work that with kind of those 8 downs on each chord. E minor, C, on the down, down, up, down, up, E minor, C, B7, A minor, and it will basically be repeating those parts through the song. Now the weird part is to play along with Muse, instead of starting on an E minor chord, actually starting on an F sharp minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, now your E minor is really an F sharp minor, your C major is really a D major, your A minor is really a B minor chord, and the B7 is really a C sharp 7. But you might want to kind of kick it off with kind of that opening lick, just that open E. Or you could kind of throw in that other lick. Or if you're really adventurous, you could kind of play the open E with that open lick. So that might be kind of a cool way too. I'm doing that hybrid picking. So I'm using my pick for my bass and kind of using my fingers for the other notes of the lick. So while you're on that E minor, you might want to kind of think about kind of kicking it off that way, and people be like, oh my gosh, Showbiz, man, I love this song. That's awesome. Or you could just do the E minor, and you could do that with kind of those downs, where we're just kind of doing the 8 downs on each of the E minor, just kind of keeping the pulse that way. Or if you're digging on the down, down, up, down, up, you could do it that way and have E minor, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down. And we'll basically be repeating that until we get to our pre-chorus. So then we have our C and our A minor. What you may want to think of is kind of taking those two things, kind of the 8 downs on each chord, and the down, down, up, and kind of mixing them up. Could be a cool way to do that too. So we have our C, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up. And then from there, we'll be going into our chorus part. So we have our E minor, E minor, then we'd be going back into our verse part. Now one other thing I'd think about adding to the song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass for the chord. So on the E minor you'd have the low E string for your bass. On the C chord you'd have the A string for the bass. On the A minor you'd have the A string for the bass. And on the D7 you'd have the A string for your bass. So you have a bass, down, up, down, up. So we try that through our next verse. We have E minor, the bass, down, up, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up. Or you can even kind of mix it up between those different ideas and kind of make the tune your own that way. Bass, down, up, down, up. And then from there, we'd be going into our pre-chorus. So we try our pre-chorus with basses. We'd have C with an A bass, C with an A bass, A minor with an A bass. Part. So we try our chorus with basses. We have E minor with low E bass, E minor with low E bass, C with an A bass, C with an A bass, B7 with an A bass, B7 with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, A minor with an A bass. Or you can try mixing it up between all those different ways and kind of figure out how you want to kind of cover the song. So it could be a cool way to kind of mix it up between all those different ideas too. Around those chords, we kind of throw those in too. And then from there, we'll be going back into our verse part. So you might want to just kind of keep that going, kind of mixing it up. And you can do kind of those downs, or you can kind of mix it up different ways. Kind of play around with the bass notes, or like I said, if you know licks around those chords, that could be a cool thing to kind of add into. And then if we tried kind of mixing it up on our pre-chorus, we had the C, then we go into kind of our last chorus. We just end up repeating our chorus over at the end. So E minor, how you can strum through Showbiz by Muse. So good luck!